Getting a tingling feeling right here.
Okay, Dwarf versus Skaven, even TV. Well, that should be a good way to start the day, hopefully. Let's see what happens. Next. I'll say even TV-ish. If I was him, I'd probably stump up the extra 20k for something. Maybe a bribe. Bribe against dwarfs. Good to get the Troll Slayers gone. I might have gone that route. But if not, yeah, Babe's all he gets. So we will see. We will see. Hopefully we can have a nice relaxing dwarf game to start the day. Just punch everything to death and be done with it. Always a good plan for dwarves. So have a look at his team while we've got some time. Oh, so the strength 4 guys missed next game. That's a result. Damn. And then apart from him, he's got block on a gutter runner, guard on a storm vermin, horns on a storm vermin. It's his gutter runners that are taking up all the points. So we might be alright. We've just got, as long as we can catch them, we'll be alright.
Did you know
if we can't catch them, we're in trouble.
The trophy was forged in hellfires, deep beneath the blighted ziggurat of Tsar Nagrund. Many slaves died to create it, but then it was the lowest bid. Match time.
I do like his team name. Oh, Cheezo Cheesing.
To sum up, slow and tough.
I would very much like to receive and punch stuff. Always helps.
Playing against the Skaven is never easy. They're fast and annoyingly good at moving the ball about.
You just gotta hit them square on, Joe. They'll go down like the
So what's this he's got? Break, oh, he's got stand firm. Okay, he went stand firm. Okie dokie. Look, I mean, yeah, stand firm's good because of the prehensile tail. Actually, that's not a bad shout. We do have. Did we get a diving tackle? I can't remember from last time we played the Dwarves. I think we might have got a diving tackle Longbeard somewhere. Yeah, there we go. That's good. We'll stick him next to the most annoying gutter runner we can find and see how we go. Well, it's definitely. How much guard have we got? We've only got 1 so far. 2. Okay. So if he does do this, if he does do this way, we might be alright. If he loads up the line, we should be able to work out 2 dice blocks somewhere. But yeah, El Cheezo Cheesing. I do like his team name. I will give him that. And we're almost certainly not going to bother trying to do anything fruity like blocking the like trying to blitz the Rat Ogre or something. We'll just take hits on gutter runners all day. But I was going to say, he looked for a minute there like he was going to go 5 on the line, which would seem like a bit of a problem. Okay, so we should get our 2 dice here easily enough. We've got 2 guard, right, so we put a guard here. He's got nothing, so don't want to waste another guard blitzer. Runner's staying back here. I feel like we'll put our Longbeard on again.
Plague fly in my coffee.
So both our blitzers have got guard. This one's got guard mighty blow. Okay, so we are probably gonna punch with this blitzer. And we're almost certainly gonna go 2 dice. We go this way. And then we just got to work out which way up the field we want to go. We almost certainly want... The diving tackle guy is going to go up here actually. Guard guy.
Hey, I can sing. Did you know that, Jump?
God forbid now.
We always get guard guy in here.
No need to be like that.
We'll do it this way.
My life coach says I have a very
Diving
deep
tackle guy.
middle
Yeah, we'll do it this way. Okay. That seems like we want to move this guy back a bit. That seems about as good as we're going to get here. Okay. Let's see what happens.
Well, it's okay.
Changing weather is
Some say
fine.
it's
Where do we all
perfect
go?
for playing.
Oh, right in front of us. That's always
I call
handy.
it dull.
Always handy indeed. Right.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
Come on, guys. Together.
We'd very much like to get... There we go. We would very much like to get one of these linemen off the pitch straight away. That would be ideal.
That's why I love this game.
Oh, 2 injuries. Oh, off the line straight away.
Stew on the menu tonight?
Oh, it loses 1 point in Agi as well. God, the dwarves are doing their job today.
I love it.
Right, who do we want to blitz? We probably wouldn't be the worst idea to blitz the storm vermin, to be honest. We can almost certainly get guard mighty blow guy in here, and then just blitz him that way. I want to put diving tackle guy. Very much want to get diving tackle guy in there actually. Which we are going to do. We'll make 1 going for it. There we go. And now you should get 2 dice regardless. There we go.
Grab them at your ease and relax, Jim. We're gonna be here for quite some.
Right, and now it's a case of caging. How far can this guy get? Here? Oh, we should almost certainly try and pick up the ball first.
Whoa,
There we go.
bearded stunty git's got the ball.
And then we'll go... How far can you get? Yeah. And this is where we cage up. So, a good start. A good start. Definitely a good start. I'll be a little bit careful with the Rat Ogre, but having diving tackle guy next to the gutter runner is good. It means we should hopefully get to punch him again next turn. And again, if he commits a bunch of Skaven over here to block these dwarves, that's not the worst thing in the world. We should hopefully be alright with that. Best case, he only gets one decent block, 2 decent blocks maybe, or 1 decent block here, and then he'd have to blitz with a Rat Ogre. So I don't think he's going to get much in the way of.
To come out on top.
Hopefully, he doesn't get much in the way of punches. We'll see. We'll see. Because of the 2 injuries, that's amazing for us. Now we've got these dwarves spare though, that we can add a few extra tackle zones over here, which would be nice. I wonder where he's actually going to go with the Rat Ogre. Oh, he's going to blitz the Troll Slayer. Okay. Oh, and he wild animaled. That's very, very, very unfortunate for him.
Sometimes cute animals like this forget the
Now there is the possibility that the gutter runner, if the gutter runner doesn't dodge away, then he gets surfed. Which is very, very poor. For him. It's great for me. Yeah, we've definitely had good dice. We cannot complain this game. We've had very good dice this first turn. Now it just becomes a case of, does he want to dodge away with this guy? Oh no, he's going to take the block, which is probably a decent idea. Take the 1 dice. If he falls down, what's the worst that happens?
Push the stronger player back. That'll do.
But we are going to get to punch him again, which is good. Stand you up. He's no, we probably want to go with this guy because this guy's closer. Doesn't really make much of a difference.
That's a strike made with technique and precision. It's not
This guy has tackle. So I'd very much like to blitz the gutter runner again. What's this gutter runner got? Sure feet, 2 heads, dodge. So yes, we very much want to punch him with the tackle guy. Like, I feel like if the first thing we're going to do every turn is make sure we punch the gutter runners.
Fight is about to happen.
That is definitely our most surefire method of winning here.
So close to a world of hurt.
So we definitely need more guys up here. Can't get in there. You can get in here. That guy's got the... So we get 2 dice here now. We can go this way. Oh, KO. God, it's not going well for him. It really is not going well for him. And then...
critter will stop it flipping around.
Knockout!
And we just carry on, rolling up the pitch and punching Skaven in the face. And that's it. He does have a guy free now to get a 2 dice on this guy, but that again, that uses up his blitz, which means that my cage is safe, or even safer than it is at the moment. Like it's very safe because of the fact we've got 3 players off the pitch. But if he does use up his blitz to do this, then he can't do anything with the Rat Ogre again this turn, which is nice. Okay, so he's gonna. I assume the thinking behind this is to blitz this guy out of the way so he can get the Rat Ogre in here easily and cause some problems. But
At that speed, it will be difficult to catch.
The tail, Jim. All you need is the tail.
okay, so yeah, he does blitz this guy out of the way, which is fine. I'm fine with that. Means we get 2 dice here, and then we get to free all these guys up again. That's depending on what the rat ogre does, but we still get 2 dice here. This guy got guard, and this guy's got guard as well, so he can just stand and look up and go, oh, damn.
Next time they should hire a tame player.
That rat ogre is having a bad day. Is that because is wild animal the one where if you don't blitz? Yeah, you need you don't. If you're not blitzing or punching with him, it becomes a lot harder. Oh. Oh, he rolled the skull.
That team should avoid physical confrontation.
Okay, so this guy's down. This guy. I want to punch with the one that's not got guard. Okay.
I call that a tie.
What's they? Guard, mighty blow guy, and tackle. I feel like we're almost certainly gonna blitz this guy with the tackle guy. I really don't feel like there's any reason we wouldn't do this. I feel like we should always take an opportunity to mighty blow punch a gutter runner.
I love the sound of the Skaven when they're in pain. Sounds like victory.
And then, well, this is 2 dice into 1 dice, but
They're gathering around that lone player.
I feel like
halflings round us.
we had a pretty good chance of at least making that reasonably safe. I'm quite happy to just take them both down there, stay where we are, see what happens. He's going to have a hard time blocking against the guard. This guy gets a 2 dice here, but that doesn't really help him too much. This guy's pretty tied up. And ideally we just want to keep... Like, we don't really want to score, is the thing. We really don't want to score. We want to... Oh, crap, he's got Frenzy, which I've made a complete balls up. I did not realise that. And we've got... You know what, the rest of the game, we've been having good dice. And I will say we've been having good dice. That is exceptionally lucky for us. I really balls that up. I left this guy hanging to get Frenzy pushed off the pitch, and he didn't. So I've got very lucky there. I always forget that this big guy has Frenzy. I always remember. I kind of remember the Minotaur does, but I always forget about the rat ogre. It's been a while since I've seen one.
Come on, guys. Losing the title.
And again, he has to dodge away some gutter runners, otherwise they're going to get punched again. And this is just, you know, we'll take this all day. We'll probably end up sticking 1 extra guy over here and just taking another 2 dice against the gutter runner. I don't really see why we wouldn't do that.
Beautiful flying tackle.
You stand up. Definitely want you away. So we definitely want to move the cage a little bit.
You're gonna love 'em.
We would very much like to move the cage infield. A little bit. I'm not quite sure. None of these have got guard, have they? Oh, that one's got guard. Okay. So, do we want to blitz? Should we want to blitz with this guy then?
They've gone into the opponent's tackle zone. Should be good.
Stay. Oh, he injured another one. Oh man, this is going horribly for him. Bit of a brutal first half, all in all.
Oh, that
fuck
looks
can he get?
painful.
Where do we want to go? This is just more of a case of how far can we get without like really screwing ourselves. That's all. I want to move in field because I don't want the rat ogre to go surfing people again. But I really don't want to be in a situation where he can dodge loads of people towards us, which I don't think he can. I think we're in a fairly good spot here. We'll take a 1 dice on the...
Surrounded by adversaries.
Oh, it's 2 dice
I
uphill.
hope he knows what he's doing.
My bad. Like that is I do feel bad for him there. Like I really thought, is this guy? Oh, I'm attacking with my guard guy.
Now that's a holding maneuver, if ever I saw one.
Good call. Intimidation is the key.
Okay, so he gets this guy down. Fortunately, we should be able to
Reminds me of the famous
stun.
story
Okay.
of Nurgling
I mean,
and
again,
the
we've
Great
got the Troll Slayer, so we should be able to get the rat ogre away. And even then, he's not next to the ball carrier, so that's not the worst thing in the world. If he does put a load of people in next to the ball carrier, that would be unfortunate. But we do have our... Where's that diving tackle guy? Was that the one that got took out? Or was he the one that ran over this way? No, where did diving tackle guy? Oh, there he is, yeah. So that anyone that wants to dodge has got to go away from the diving tackle guy, which is nice. We can just put a guard guy in here. No, we'd have to go in here. Maybe. Nope, here now. We can put a guard guy in here and go 1, 2. Hopefully get the Dauntlesses. Do it that way.
An awful attempt at a dodge, but a spectacular.
I'm loving this dive and tackle.
Well, that was a wonderful dive and tackle.
Right. So you stand up again. Tie up all these guys. Guard guy is almost certainly going to go in here, I feel like. And then we definitely want to blitz. If we've got one of the mighty blow guys free, we would definitely have. He's got mighty blow. The other mighty blow guy's here. Thump Gorist. Hello to you too. I am almost certain I'm not your father, but welcome to the stream anyway. It's good to see you. Hello to you too. How are you this fine evening? What to do first here? Okay, let's blitz and move some players around first. Can one play Bubble Tilt on the PC with no internet? I'm almost certain. I will check afterwards, but I'm almost certain that you can play against the AI without internet. I think, but I'm always worried about quoting things as 100% true when I'm not quite sure myself. I'm pretty sure that you could play friendly matches against the AI on your laptop, and I think there is the option for local multiplayer matches to play against someone else on the same PC. So I don't know. But I would suspect you can. Where do we want to move these guys? You can go over here. Fumgorist, thank you very much for the follow. I do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your little goblin dance. And I assure you, if I do find out that you are indeed my child, I will take care of you, I promise. We're going to re-roll the Dauntless. We would really like 2 dice here. There we go. Oh, do we get stunned? Oh, we got a stun. Okay, a stun works. Right. So now we're reasonably safe to stall again. Oh, I don't want to go. Is this the guard guy? It is. So we go 2 dice here. You go down. But yeah, I'll have a quick look at after the game. I'll have a quick look at the. I'm almost certain on the front screen it gives you the option to play local multiplayer games and go from there. So we will see. We will see. There we go in here. End turn. If not, I'm pretty sure a quick Google search would confirm either way whether it is truly possible to play offline. But I would guess so. I know that you could. I know you could play offline in the first one. I think I'm almost certain. So I don't see why they would have taken that out for the second one. So he gets the 2 dice in here, and he gets some more guys next to the ball carrier, which is, you know, not the worst thing in the world for us. We do just want to keep punching Skaven. The more Skaven we kill this half, the better. Where's that diving tackle? Oh, was that our diving tackle guy? No, this is diving tackle guy. Is that coffee? No, it is tea. It is good old tea. Good old English tea. I'm not really a coffee drinker myself. I don't. I've never really found a taste for it. But I do love a cup of tea. Not quite sure what he's going to do here. He is very short of options because of the way the first half has gone so far. Cherry whiskey. Cherry whiskey would almost certainly warm me up. But yeah, no cherry whiskey today in the cup. It is just, well, it was tea. It's all gone now. At some point over the next few hours or so, I may grab another one. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of coffee. I've never ever found a taste for it. I tried it once maybe or twice, and both times I was like, nope, not for me, and I've never had it since. Granted, the coffee I tried was probably rubbish coffee, but it's beside the point. You can. Yeah, you can stand up. You can stand up. Now, which way do we want to blitz? Which is the mighty blow one? Okay, you're going to blitz this guy, I feel like. Blitz the gutter runners again. It's always plan 1. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, one gutter runner survives. Gutter runners are definitely hard to deal with. Oh, look at that. All the pushes. We really do need to tackle them with the long beards, to be honest. There we go. I would very much have liked to have done some more damage there, but push that guy.
At the same time.
Follow. Get a guard guy in here again. So we can take more free punches.
The attacker has an assist.
And more injuries, which is unfortunate. You come round here. See you later on, Fumgorist.
Wouldn't they be better dodging out of the way rather than blocking, Bob?
No, Jim. Strike first,
we'll
run
follow.
later.
I want to get away from the.
My motto.
There we go. Okay, that seems reasonable. So we got what? 2 more turns, right? So next turn we're going to start moving towards the touchline. We don't want to not score this turn, but we do definitely want to just punch as many people as possible. Well, I say people, punch as many Skaven as possible. We don't just go around punching people. And then hopefully by the second half we'll have enough of a numbers advantage that the fact that he's so much quicker than us won't make a difference. We basically just have to keep tackle guys on all the gutter runners. That's all we need to do. Wherever possible, just keep putting tackle guys on the gutter runners. Like this guy, he's going to dodge away again now, but he is next to the diving tackle guy, and this diving tackle guy has been doing absolute work for us. And that's a lot of dodges. Again, this is not it looks like a lot of number. This 33% one is a bit iffy. But these dodges he should make. Like, he should make that. He should make that. Granted, it is slightly more awkward because of the diving tackle guy. He can't re-roll and he gets a -1. So this is not as easy as it looks. This first one. But it was a 2+. So I think it turns into a 3+ with the diving tackle. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. But it makes it only if useful. Place prone. Subtract 2 from his. Oh, so it was actually a 4+. Yeah, it was a 4+, and he rolled the 4. See, that diving tackle is really, really good against the Skaven. Like, if you can get a diving tackle guy next to him, the fact that they have to make 4+ dodges just to get away from you is so good. He's done well here. To get, was that a? Did he just go straight up 1 dice? Yeah, he did. He just got straight up 1 dice power. But okay, I feel like we should be able to get the ball back without too much trouble. It's not the worst thing in the world for us. There is always, because we were stalling, there is always the risk when you're stalling that something like this happens. It doesn't necessarily go according to plan, or he gets the ball off you. You got to live with that. The fact that is a risk that you have to take if you want to stall the game. I thought we were reasonably safe there, but he's done well to get a block on the ball carrier. It was always going to be very, very awkward for him to actually get the ball. It requires a lot of dice rolls. I'm not quite sure why. The ball was bouncing around. Right. Okay. So now again, I suppose we do really need to pick up the ball. Is there anyone we want to block first? Again, almost certainly we want to take a hit at the gutter runners wherever possible.
At the same time.
Has this guy got tackle? He does. This is the tackle guard guy. Yeah, we do punch gutter runners wherever possible because they're only armor value 7. There is a good chance we injured him.
This player likes to be well assisted.
There's the double skull. But we don't actually. The thing is, we don't actually need the reroll to pick up the ball because we've got sure hands, which counts as a reroll anyway. So we couldn't use our reroll regardless. It does mean though we're not going to make this last block now because we don't have a reroll, so we are going to try to pick up now and see what happens.
Ladies and gentlemen,
okay.
I can't believe it. The dwarf player
1,
has gotten
2,
hold of
3,
the
4,
ball.
5.
I repeat, the dwarf player
So
has
we are going
gotten
to.
hold of the ball.
Where's the safest place to go here? I feel like here. The Rat Ogre would have to make dodges to get to us. He would have to make a bunch of dodges to get to us, the way we're set up. The Rat Ogre could probably... Maybe if we go... I would very much like to go in here, actually. Would probably be better. So it makes it harder for the Rat Ogre to just... no, either way the Rat Ogre's going to be able to blitz away and then get to us. So maybe in here might be slightly better. I don't know. We'll do it this way.
I want to see the opposing team have a go at the ball.
And then we will take our 2 dice here and see what happens. And leave it there. Right, so we've got 1 turn. He does actually have a chance to stop us from scoring, or at least make life very, very awkward for us. If he tries to do the 17% dodge and it works, then I'll be pretty unhappy. But that's why we put the extra guy here, so that he's got extra tackle zones to go into. Again, he can try dodging away with this guy, but that would mean dodging away from the diving tackle guy, which turns this into a 4+ dodge, which is good for us. And then even then it's going to be two dice uphill with no reroll. So I feel like we're pretty safe from this direction. I'm not quite sure what his best play would be. I almost feel like his best play would be to blitz with the Rat Ogre. Nosedive, man. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. I always feel like rather than trying to do the dodge with the Rat Ogre, his best play would be to blitz this guy away and then just step in here and make it so that I have to block him. I feel like he's probably his best shot. How are you doing today, Nosedive? You doing alright? I feel like the way he did that with the 70% dodge was probably the worst way he could have done it. But never mind. We're almost certainly going to take 2 dice block mighty blow here. Oh no! Right, there we go. There's our reroll, so no more. Oh shit, we still got a. Oh. Whew. Right, well there's our reroll gone, so we're just going to score now. No more messing around. As much as I would very much like to, keep punching stuff, I'm not going to. He got wrecked in the toilet. Ah, never mind, man. Never mind. What team is you playing? He got both his KOs back, which is unfortunate. So I assume he's down 2. Is he down to 9 players? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah. So he's down to 9, and we are full strength. So I feel like we're doing all right.
Despite being in the lead, this team now has to kick the ball to the losing squad.
And because of. I mean, I don't think there's any real good way he scores in 1 turn. I don't think he's got any natural 1-turners, but we'll just go back here. We just want to take as few punches as possible. I think there's no point us getting involved in a punching match in turn 8. There's the guard. Level up. Have we got anyone who's just a straight level 1 guy? We've got a level 1. Yeah, we've got a level 1 over here. We'll put him in for the 14-point guy, and we will just load up the line. There we go. Okay, that's about as good as it's going to get for us this turn. Brett. Yeah, I can see why that might not have gone well. Rowan, man, good to see you. Good to see you. We probably will be seeing more of your glorious moustache later on, Rowan. We will. I just figured, like, what I've been doing lately is when I first turn the stream on, when the stream's a little bit quiet, I try and nick a game on the dwarves. I feel like dwarves are a fairly, like, I don't like playing. I wouldn't play the dwarves all night, but I do.
Who knows the rules?
Do like to nick a game with the Dwarves early on, just to get another one on the playlist, and then and it's nice and relaxing. Starting off the line of scrimmage or 50-yard line, if you prefer. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what you mean. Oh, pitch invasion. Oh, that's unfortunate. Starting off on the line of scrimmage or the 50-yard line. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. I mean, I assume I know the line of scrimmage or line of scrimmage here or 50-yard line here in the middle somewhere. I'm not quite sure.
Stroking him on his belly or chin.
I mean, I'm happy to try and answer, but I just don't quite understand the question at the moment. Oh, right, I started 3, but you mean, what you mean, some people, you mean people who load up the line with a lot of players, is that what you're talking about? Whether to only put 3 or whether to put a lot of players in there? Is that what you're getting at?
Yes, they've picked up the ball. Whoopie-dee-doo.
Because that I can kind of answer, or from my point of view anyway, about how many people you put on the line of scrimmage. Oh, right, okay. I will go over that. The reason why we only put 3 on the line here, I'm gonna have a quick read of yours nosedive in a minute as well. The reason why we only put 3 on the line here is because it's turn 8 on his turn, and we don't have any more turns left. So in that situation, the only thing that's going to happen is whoever we put on the line, he gets a chance to punch them, and then the half is over. So putting more people there than we have to, there's just no point to it, because he just gets to punch more people for free, which is why we only put 3 on the line now. When I'm in general, that is kind of a one-off situation which only happens at the end of the first half. In general, like this, when I'm starting for the second half, I generally only put 3 people on the line in 90% of, like, I would say 95% of situations, because even if you're a really bashy team and you've got lots of strength players, there's usually a way that the opposition coach can engineer at least a good amount of 2-die blocks on your players for nothing. Like, it's very hard when you're defending to set your players up in a way that makes it so he cannot get 2-die blocks. So 99% of the time I tend to go 3 on the line. But there is definitely something to be said for... I see, again, and the reason... I'm trying to think of when there would be a reason why you wouldn't just put 3 on the line, but every time I've come up against a coach who has like loaded up the line, it never turns out to be as good as you think it would be. Because there's always a way, especially later on when teams have like guard and things like that, there's usually always a way that I can set up my... If I see where you're standing, I can set up my guys to get a lot of decent blocks. So I always feel like the more people you put on the line, the more you get punched. It is my opinion of it. That's the way I tend to play the game. I'm not necessarily saying that's 100% right, but the way I play it is when I'm defending, I generally go 3 on the line, and then try and... If I'm playing against teams like this, like Skaven, who've got gutter runners, I tend to play out to the sides. If I'm playing against like Orcs or Chaos or slightly more bashy teams, I'll just go 3 on the line and play in the middle here. And then if they want to run around the outsides, they can, let them do it. That's generally the way I go with most of my games. I mean, if anyone does have an argument as to why you would load up the line on defence, then I'm more than happy to hear it. As I say, I'm not necessarily against the idea. I don't feel like I've ever seen anyone do it that way, and I haven't thought to myself, oh, that's good, he's put all his players on the line for me to punch. Is probably the best way to describe it. First game was close, Blitzer got a niggle. Second one, Blitzer got a miss next. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Yeah, that is rough. That is, when you're playing in a really short little league like that, if you lose the blitzers early, it really hurts, because the blitzers are kind of like the core of your Brett team early on. Well, at any team value really. But does that answer your question, Brian? Hopefully that answers your question as best I can explain it. Hopefully at some point today we'll see it. Like we'll see someone when you see people load. I mean, it's unlikely they're going to do it against dwarves. But if I'm playing like humans or stuff, I have had teams like I had an orc team, and because generally orc teams have more like they have strength 4 players. So what he was doing was every time he was defending, he was just loading up the line and thinking that it was going to be hard for me to block him. But because I could see where every piece was, and because I had guys with guard, you can generally work out a way to at least get 2 or 3 decent 2-dice blocks. So it's not. I just don't feel like it's great. Yeah, I mean, I can understand it. I can definitely understand it on orcs and lizards. I really can. I can understand why people do it. I think it is definitely dependent on which team you are, without a doubt. If you're a team that's got a lot of strength 4, loading up the line can be a real problem for a lot of teams. Like humans do struggle against lizard men if lizard men load up the line with like 4 Saurus and a Crocs just standing there. It's really awkward. There is definitely something to be said for that being really awkward to deal with. But then my point against it is, does loading up the line with 4 Saurus and the Crocs really do any good if the human player who is on offense... Oh, we've got a dead. We've got a straight up dead. 6. You know what? We're gonna appo him. We're gonna appo him. Dead. Never mind. We've had really good luck this game. We was due a bit of bad luck. We was doing a bit of... Thibbledorf was a dwarf. Yes, he was. He was a dwarf. He was a dwarf from the R.A. Salvatore Drizzt Do'Urden books. He was only a little minor character. He was a dwarf battle rager, and he was an absolute nutcase. And I just like the name Thibbledorf Pwent, so I kind of used it. I've been using it for years and years and years. Every time I played, way back when I started playing World of Warcraft, way back when I was using that name, and it just stuck. But yeah, as on the filling the lineup, I definitely feel like with lizard men and thingy, you can do it. But my counter argument is always, say you go Crocs, Saurus, and you load up the line.
Well, that's one way to do
What is the point of loading up the line if I can then just avoid it? I'm on offense. I get to pick where my players go, so I can just put a couple of guys here and a guy here, and then just go round the side of you. Like it doesn't really make a difference to me. I can still block the 2 outside ones and then blitz. So I maybe get 1 less block, but then you've got all your players in the middle. So, little skills, man. Good to see you again. Good to see you again, and everyone else who is in the stream, nice and early today. It's good to see you all. I do appreciate you all coming in. But yeah, how you doing, little skills? Good to see you. And I will say, the Fumgorist, good to see you again. As I said, I'm reasonably convinced I'm not your father, but if I find out anything to the contrary, I'll definitely let you know. But yeah, no, and the Skaven player is being very risky. I will definitely give you that. But the reason he's being risky is because I had a really, really good half. I injured a lot of his players really early. He's done well to he's stuck in it. He has stuck in the game, which I give him credit for. Just becomes a case now of who do I want to... We would very much like to hit him with the tackle guy. We need to hit him with the tackle guy. And then see what happens.
Remember, you need balls to score. It was time.
Usual setup for Lizard Team Planet. Crocs in the middle, 1 gap on each side, then Saurus. Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I definitely... Sorry, that is slightly different. If you mean like Crocs, Saurus here, and Saurus here, that is fine. Like, that is a perfectly reasonable way for lizard men to set up. It's marginally dangerous because you still could get 1 dice frenzy pushed off the pitch. Like, that could still happen. But like, that's fine. I definitely don't disagree with that at all. I think that's perfectly reasonable. When you said when I was talking about loading the line up, or when people were asking about loading up the line, I consider the line this bit in the middle here. That's what I thought people meant by loading up the line, just putting a load of people on here. Like, having people on the line here to stop forward progress, like, that's fine with Lizardmen. It's very, very hard to surf a Lizardmen turn 1 anyway. Saurus. So, yeah, no, I definitely think that's a decent setup. Like, Crocs, Saurus, all along the line. That's really hard to deal with for a lot of teams. It really is. But, and I will go into it again in a second.
Unity is strength.
I'm just going to try. I just want to move. I keep running out of time lately, so I'm going to just try and get my guys on the ball. Diving tackle guy. I'd very much like my runner to get as far around here as he can for next turn. You, sir, are going over here. And then you are going to... I'm probably just going to... And I've already used Blitz, which is good. We'll go in here. Yeah, the thing is about doing the Crocs Saurus, like, it seems reasonably safe because the Saurus have strength 4, you would think. But on a human team, for me, I always have a bunch of guard. So what that means is that I can get at least 1 dice blocks against all your Saurus, all of them. And if you've got any Saurus on your line that don't have block, I'm going to take that 1 dice block with my Blitzer all day long. If I just get a straight up 1 dice block where I've got block and you don't on a strength 4 Saurus, I'm going to take it. Like, I feel like that's an okay trade for me as a human coach. And by loading the line up, you've just given me that trade all along the line. Like, you've given me like straight up 1 dice blocks against all your Saurus for free with my reroll. So that's why I personally don't load up the line as much. That's my thinking behind it. Again, and that is not to say that loading up the line is wrong. That's my... Every time I see someone load up the line, I always feel like it's good for me. Yeah, all your Saurus have blodge. Yeah, they're annoying. They're annoying. But you know what I mean? To like, it's just to illustrate. It's just to illustrate a point, kind of thing. It's generally, you know, as a human against, say, like Lizardmen, it's always going to be really awkward for me to find good solid 1 dice blocks generally. But if you do put all your guys on the line, then that suddenly becomes much easier for me to find good solid 1 dice blocks like early on. It's almost just like giving me an opportunity to get okay blocks in for free. Like, so. Oh God, did I catch the ball while I wasn't paying attention? Damn, just straight up 6.
They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich. He won't leave him alone anytime soon. They're going for the ball.
He went 2 dice. We'll take the both down.
One of them should hit hard.
Yeah, again, this is all just all of it comes down to, you know, personal preference. It really does. I've said before, I really do feel like you know, Blood Bowl definitely gives you the option to do things the way you would want to do them. If you feel more comfortable loading up the line, taking the hits and then going from there, just by all means you should do it. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that in like the way I do it is marginally different, and that is the reason why I do it that way, because of that's my thinking behind it basically. Right, diving tackle guy. We almost certainly want to get the runner out this way if we can. We would very much like diving tackle guy to be in here being annoying, so we're going to blitz with him first. That's unfortunate, but does mean that Black Neck, welcome back, man. Greetings to you too. Welcome again to the stream. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good one. Right, what do we, that's 2 dice uphill. That's a 2 dice uphill. Is that because has he got a guard guy in here somewhere? Okay, he does. So he definitely needs to get rid of the guard guy. We will stay. You, sir, will... What we would like to do here, actually, is... Either way, it's going to be a little risky. We'd very much like to take 2 dice and get this guy on the floor, and then push the runner out. Is the plan? So we do this. We put this guy here, and then we take a 2 dice and push in this. Oh, we got the double skull. Never mind. That works. He does have dodge, which is fine. Again, 90% of the plan is to get the runner sort of a little bit safer. There we go. And now the runner's free. We don't want to go too crazy with the runner because obviously, you know, he's not going to be particularly safe. So I feel like our best spot would be... Our best spot's probably going to be over here somewhere. Just not quite sure where. We definitely don't want him standing next to these 2. He can get around. Almost certainly over here. Why do you... I will answer his question just briefly, because there are some people who definitely have this question sometimes, and I want to go here. So the reason I want to go here is because it means he does get a block in here maybe, but if he wants to get a load of players in, he has to run around. Yeah, because some people do have occasional questions about that. The dodge skill. Sometimes you get the option to not use it. Oh yeah, I did not see that. That's my bad. Which I assume is what you were talking about. I got distracted by his question. But yeah, the dodge skill. Sometimes you get the option to not dodge, and some people wonder why sometimes you get it and why sometimes you don't. If you are within 2 squares of the sideline and you have dodge, it will give you the option not to use dodge so that you don't get pushed to the sideline and then surfed off the pitch. It lets you turn it off and just fall over, take the hit, which is nice. It would be rather... It would make... if you couldn't turn it off in that situation, it would make dodge a lot less... well, it wouldn't make it less less attractive. You'd still take it. It's still a really good skill, but it would certainly hinder its usefulness a little bit. I feel like again we might be all right here. Oh, I've still got a stinking cold. Yeah, I feel like we should be all right here. Still, I feel like we're gonna be able to punch our way out of this again, which is all we want. We just want to keep punching stuff. For now.
Against Skaven, I mostly relied on odor, Jim. When it smells like old
so we're
cheese,
almost certainly going to get...
let it rip.
We've got a guard guy in here somewhere, yeah. So we're almost certainly going to get like a bunch of... We're going to get a 2 dice block here. We're definitely going to get 2 dice block here. We can almost certainly blitz this guy. So we are going to get an opportunity. Oh, right, okay. One and only serious injury. Oh, did he get surfed off the pitch because you dodged? Is that what happened?
These Skavens are just too fast. Look at them.
So he's taking his 1 dice there. He's not going to re-roll it? Okay. Yeah, there's no real point to him re-rolling that. We've just got to try and figure out where... We definitely should be able to get 2 dice blocks in here. We've just got to figure out where. We almost certainly want to punch the gutter runner with the diving tackle guy. That's always plan 1. I kind of would love to re-roll that, but I'm not going to. There is no... We can punch him out this way as well. Oh, there goes our re-roll. Okay. So now we're going to have to be a little bit careful. Do we want to follow that? We've got another guard guy in here. I don't know. But we can almost certainly make... Yeah, we can almost certainly get 2 dice other ways. So we will follow it. Who was receiving? This half the Skaven received. this is the Skaven's drive. We received in the first half and did the normal Dwarf, roll down the pitch for 8 turns and do our best to kill everyone. So we got 1 dice here, we got 1 dice here. Where is our blitz going to be? Right, you're going to stand up because we definitely need to. I'd very much like to get a 2 dice here actually, but we got no guard anywhere, and we want to save this for the blitz. So get 2 dice. No, only 1 dice there as well. All right, so we might have to take a 1 dice somewhere. We've got block, he doesn't, so it's not the. There we go, that works. Now we get a 2 dice. Oh, he's had enough, I think. Which would be a real shame. Like, we've had, I've talked about people conceding before. It is kind of unfortunate that if people concede, out of all the games we have played that we've had people concede against, this is the one I kind of understand the most. Like, he took 3 injuries really early and he stayed in it till turn 12. Maybe he thought I'll wait till second half, try and score a quick touchdown, see what happens. But I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going on here. I'll be back shortly. Might as well go blow my nose while he's deciding what he wants to do.
Oh, look. Is that Lord Borak down there, Bob, in front row?
I think it is, Jim. Hey, Borak! Zog off, you buckethead!
They just got owned! That's what the cool kids are saying these days, isn't it?
And he's back again, which is nice. No probs. No problem, no problem. You are a good guy. You're stuck in the game, and I appreciate that. I always appreciate when people stick in games that they're not necessarily doing spectacularly in. We've got no block here, but again, the push is not ideal. We'll follow that.
He's following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time.
Okay. Oh, he's having some issues, but so we're going to get a 1 dice here now. Then we do still have a blitz. I'm not sure if it's worthwhile blitzing this guy because it'd go 2 dice into 1 dice. I play on PC. I personally, there are some people in the chat who are console players. We've definitely had a few people who've got the console version in the chat over the past couple of weeks since we've been streaming it. Just out of curiosity, Brian was asking earlier if you can play on the PC version offline, which I think you can, but I'm not 100% sure. So if anyone in the chat has actually played Blood Bowl 2 offline and knows for definite that it does work, then if you would let us know. Oh, he's actually proper disconnected, so that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. The time is a bit long nowadays, but I hope he's all right. Oh, there we go. Oh right, okay. So it went back to the there. Right. Then it just becomes a case of I don't feel like we want to blitz that guy. I feel like we might want to take a 1 dice here because if we do take a 1 dice here, there's a chance we pick up the ball. Not a big one. Follow. And now I feel like we will take a 2 dice here now. Oh no, we did. We just blitzed there. What a plonker. Never mind. This is the Agi 2 guy. We're going to leave him. I feel like then we just get another guy in here and take a 2 dice here and see what happens. I'd actually like the runner to be free. So.
At the same time.
Oh, another KO. Right, this is go. Yeah, they did. I don't honestly. It's not the end of the world. I mean, it does seem a little bit long, 6 minutes, but you know, I feel like if someone really has internet, like my view on it has always been this: if you've got internet problems that are bad enough that you need 6 minutes to sort them out during the course of a game, it's a bit. Like, I understand, I really do. I'm glad they put in the fact that people can reconnect. I'm all for that. I just think that as far as online games go, as much as I'm all for people being able to reconnect if they've got, you know, internet problems, I do feel like occasionally if you've got consistent internet problems, then, you know, and like if you was to take the 6 minutes every game, then it's really harsh on people you're playing against. But fortunately, fingers crossed, we haven't had any problem. Like, people generally, the people we've played, we've always had really good connections to them. Like, it's the first time in ages I remember seeing someone have any connection issues. And yeah, as far as the graphics requirements for the PC version go, you can turn all the settings down. My go-to on things like that, if ever I'm not sure, is always just go to, like, can I run it or something, and just check. But I think the requirements are reasonable if you could just turn all the settings down.
Sometimes the underdog wins the fight. Not this time.
Right, so as much as standing around all day punching Skaven is fun, if we do get the opportunity to like pick this ball up and make a run for it, we're definitely going to try it. I would very much like to score another touchdown on the Dwarves. You know, any game where you can win a 2-0 on Dwarves is always a good game. It's always nice. Well, we've had a Longbeard just up here standing around all day. It's just a case of trying to find enough good blocks to make it happen. There's one of our runners, and there's the other one. So we're definitely in a spot where we could maybe pick the ball up and make a break. We could definitely make a hole. We could cover these guys with these Dwarves. I feel like this is a good spot here. If we can block this guy and block this guy, we're in a good spot. Almost certainly. That does make things slightly more awkward. I don't know. We shall see. Right, you sir, stand up. We want you to. Oh, it's a shame. It's a shame that's a going for it, or two going for it. So we're gonna leave that for now. But this guy, can we get him? Can we get him in here? Right, we can get him in here. This is good. And then we want to kind of like to pick the ball up with that runner, but no, we'd rather we'd leave the extra guys free. We'll do it this way. Push is not ideal, but it actually works fine for what we need. And then we blitz this guy. Is there a better way to blitz him? No, we can't. We do kind of need to blitz him straight down, unfortunately.
Now it's just a simple matter.
There we go. We got the knockdown, which is what we needed. We will follow that. Can we get a 2 dice here? Yeah, we can. But what we really need to do is cover this guy first, which we can do by blocking out here and going in this way. So we will do that.
Come on, guys, together.
Again, the push is not ideal, but it does kind of work for what we need.
That's it. Force them back and then pow.
And then we pick up and run. Hopefully.
Well done, little fella.
There we go. Alright, now we're off to the races. So we can take our block here now. All these pushes are not ideal, but they do their job to an extent. And then it just becomes a case of... I don't know if we want to take a 1 dice here. No, I feel like taking the 1 dice there is just an extra block for no reason. It doesn't really serve us a great purpose. And yeah, we should punch. We could punch the ogre. We could punch the ogre, but I feel like at best that's only going to be a 1 die. Oh no, it would have been a 2 dice. But I just don't want to make any more blocks. I'd actually much rather score the touchdown here on this runner. This runner could really do with some points actually, because we have been using the other runner mostly because the other runner got his level up and got block. So we have been a lot of the time scoring with this guy, who has again got another level up. So we really do want some points on this guy as the backup runner. So what does he do here? And that guy goes down, which is fine. So he gets a 2 dice block here and here, but again he can't get anyone free as such, which is all we want. All we care about is the fact that he can't easily get people free. He can almost certainly try a dodge with the lineman or the storm vermin, which has actually got a decent chance of working because it's only going to be a 1 dice block, but he has block and we don't, so we can't be too upset if this works out for him. You know, it's only 1 dodge and then a 1 dice block with a reroll. This is just weird. 100 coins for every 100 coins for every 2 if you're not loose. That is definitely motivation. Definitely motivation for the dwarves. They've been doing a good job. The thing is, like, this dodge that he's failed here, right? I do feel a little bit bad for him that he failed the dodge because he rolled a 1 to fail the dodge, and the dodge was only a 3+. So it's kind of unfortunate for him that he failed this dodge, but he did this block first, and this is a 1 dice block with a guy with no block against a Troll Slayer with block. This was a really, really risky block, which didn't really serve a purpose. If he was going to try and blitz this guy, he should have done it before he did this, so he still had a reroll when he did it. Again, that's not to say that this wasn't unlucky. This was unlucky. I will definitely give him that, but sometimes people don't help themselves. They do some risky stuff first, burn their reroll, and then think, oh no, my reroll's now gone, I better do the blitz. You should be doing the blitz first. Is this... No, this is not diving tackle guy, unfortunately. Have we got diving tackle guy down here? No, we don't. Oh, diving tackle guy's there. We could almost certainly... There is almost certainly we could engineer a 2 dice block on that guy, but we'll worry about that afterwards. We'll just tackle guy you. And then we will take some 2 dice blocks. There's one. We will follow. That's good. Like, even if we don't get injuries at this point, stuns are really good for us. Stuns are what we need. Just keeping players on the floor for a little while works out fine for us. Where do we want to put this guy? Probably. What would be the best way to do this, I wonder? Yeah, I feel like we're almost certainly going to try the Dauntless Blitz at some point, maybe. Has this guy got... No, none of these guys have got guard. This guy's got guard. Can he get in here? Nope. Oh, he can get in here, though. Which is fine. For the... That works out.
Get in their face.
Oh yeah, we are going to do the Ogre Punch this time. We are definitely going to do the Ogre Punch this time. We're going to take our... We are going to take the other blocks first, just because it's slightly safer that way. But we are definitely going to do it. Just decided this one, if this works, we see this is probably the one we're going to take, because this one, even if Dauntless fails, we still get a 1 dice. So we're going to do it this way. I'm going to skip the reroll, because if the reason I'm going to skip the reroll is because even if we even if we go down there, it's not the end of the world. Like, we go down, so be it. There you go, end turn. And I know, and seeing as we only have 1 reroll left, I would very much like to save it just on the off chance something goes wrong, or, you know, if he does manage to get someone down here to tie this guy up. This guy doesn't have block, so even if we get a 2 dice blitz away, like, I still would like to save the reroll, because there is the distinct possibility that we get like Skull both down or something, and end up on our backside. So we definitely don't want to be too free with the rerolls as of yet. You killed a tree man. Oh my. Killing a tree man is one of those things that's just so... It's so rare. One, because tree men are rubbish, so a lot of Wood Elf coaches don't play them. And two, because they're hard to kill. So when you do eventually kill one, it's such a good feeling. It's like, oh, take that, you dirty tree git. There is nothing quite as satisfying as killing the opponent's big guy. It's always a bit special. That is. So what does he do here? I wonder. And again, given the opportunity, we are just gonna. I may actually just run it in next turn. No, because I don't think it makes a difference running it in next turn. Go on. So he's made his 1 dice blitz, which is fine. I would very much like him not to kill any of my players at this point. You chainsaw the tree man. Did they have? Oh, what in the? Is that in Blood Bowl 1? I didn't think they had the chainsaw guy in Blood Bowl 2 yet. I'm kind of looking forward to when he does turn up. That'd be pretty hilarious. You not injured and knocked out all of his players by turn 3. Jesus, that's an even a better game than I've had. Like I was fairly pleased with my 3 injuries. Oh, he's failed to go for it. Poor bloke. Like I will give him this, right? He's had some crap dice this game. He really has. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, no, it's a.
I wonder how fast they'd be.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'd be tempted to make. This guy's got the tackle, so I'm almost certainly going to make the one. I'm almost certain. Do I want to? Yeah, I want to do it this way. We'll do it this way. We've got a re-roll for the go for it, so. Oh, so he did fail to go for it. Re-roll. There we go. And that works.
Well done. Help the ball carrier.
So now we would have to make another go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if we want to do that. We're not gonna make another go for it. We're gonna wait. I don't think anyone else can catch us apart from that one gutter runner. So I think we will just throw some more punches, see what happens. You are the block guy, so you go in there and follow. You can go over there, and then we just see what happens, I suppose. Take a 2 dice here, maybe. Oh no, is that 1 dice? That's a 1 dice. Oh, because of this guy. Take a 2 dice here, then, and then we'll block out this way. 92% foul dead. Oh god. Is this the Mighty Blow one? No. I almost feel like we're better off punching with the Mighty Blow guys. Oh, we already used Blitz, didn't we? Oh, never mind then, we'll just go this way.
The attacker has an assist.
There we go.
Grab him and burst him from
I'll stick the guard guy in here then. End turn. You had a key because you bought it by accident, and then oh right, okay, cool. Yeah, I am looking forward to when the Blood Bowl 1 teams do come across to Blood Bowl 2, when we get like goblins and halflings and stuff like that. Some of them more slightly. The one team I am really looking forward to playing, just for a laugh, is the Khorne team, because they're just hilarious to play. For anyone that doesn't know, the Khorne team are basically, they're kind of like humans with a big demon. And instead of useful skills like block, all of the humans have frenzy. Like they just got frenzy everywhere. Like they're so ridiculous. You just get yourself into so much trouble because every block is like a frenzy block. No problem, little skills man. No problem. I have the same problem. When I get really tired, I just start typing all kinds. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they're a good team. I'm just really looking forward to playing them, just for fun. I like playing the weird teams. I'm a big fan of the Bretonian team, not because I think they're good, but because I like playing teams that are a bit weird. I think they add a bit of fun to the game. But yeah, the Khorne team is definitely. Yeah, they don't get. They could definitely. You can definitely make them work. Like it could work. They're a bit like, I suppose they're a bit like a chaos team, whereby they're even like they're like an extra worse chaos team. You have to be so careful with them early on, but then eventually you can get them to a stage where they do all right. Let's put a guy. They are bringing, yeah, like there's nothing wrong with an English breakfast. Although to be fair, there's only parts of an English breakfast that I like. I'm not a big fan of beans or mushrooms. Well, there's a couple of extra star player points on the on this runner. The Norse are really good. Like Norse are one of them teams that could actually be really good. The problem that the Norse have is that they all have AV7. So they actually die a lot. I think. I don't really play a lot on Norse, but from what I remember, they have AV7. Oh, you know what? Oh, for a minute there, I forgot I had no rerolls. I thought I could reroll and then the Norse also get a werewolf, don't they? The North, I say a werewolf. The Norse also get werewolves. Which are pretty cool. I like the Norse as a team. I think the Norse definitely have some stuff going for them. They have low armour, but they have a bunch of block at the start, and they get werewolves, which are really, really good. I'm not sure what their big guy's the Yeti, I think. I'm not sure. I assume he's fairly standard for a big guy. I don't think there's anything about him which makes him particularly great or terrible. I like that guy, Robert. He's stuck in it. He's stuck in it. Yeah, werewolves are necro. The necro do get werewolves, but I think the Norse also get werewolves off the top of my head, or they get the Norse version of werewolves. Yeti has disturbing presence and claw. Oh, so the Yeti's actually pretty good then, actually. I mean, as far as big guys go, I feel like the Nurgle one is probably the best one. I like the Beast of Nurgle is just such a pain to deal with. We've got a 2. Okay. Oh, they do. Yeah, they do get the Norse. The Norse get the Norse werewolves. Yeah, which is nice for them. The werewolves are just such good pieces. Oh, and this guy got the MVP as well, so we did get a level up on our spare runner, which is so nice. That's what we wanted. We did all right there. So let's do some. Yeah, the Beast of Nurgle is the roadblock. I think it's because he's got, because if you get like a... Does he start with strength 5 or strength 6? I mean, he's got virtually no movement, but you literally just park him next to a bunch of pieces with tentacles, and then no one can get away from him. Like, that's what he does, basically. He's really, really a nuisance to deal with. Did we lose a player? Oh, yeah, we did. We had a Longbeard that rolled dead to dead, didn't we? Which was a shame. But, right, let's roll the... So he's almost certainly getting block. And then this runner who's already got block, I'm not quite sure what we're going to take on him yet. The thing is, like, again, on these things, like, you feel like I don't really feel like any of this is any good. Because, like, even with dump off, who on earth are we going to dump off to as dwarves? Leader, actually, I feel like leader might be good.
Now have your arms sawn off.
Fend is just, actually, you know what? Yeah, Fend is probably not the worst thing in the world. That is actually probably not a bad shout. I feel like kick-off return actually might be pretty useful.
And why should
I definitely feel like kick-off return is not something I would normally take, but I do feel like on dwarves it's actually pretty useful to be able to get closer to the ball quicker. Leader is good. We've got leader. Yeah, alright. I feel like we go leader. We've been doing alright without the kick-off return, so I feel like we'll go leader. I feel like leader's definitely a good shout. I feel like having one guy with leader is definitely a good idea, especially for the dwarves. And then I think at some point Maybe on the next one we would get kick-off return or something. He is a runner. He is a runner. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not going to take tackle on him purely because we've already got all the Longbeards and the Troll Slayer might end up getting tackle at some point. Like, I feel like we've got more than enough tackle that we don't need to take it on the runner. Hell's Reach, welcome back, man. Good to see you. Yeah, I feel like it's going to come down. I feel like it's going to come down to yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I definitely don't think tackle is a bad idea. I just feel like with the way our team's gone, bearing in mind we've got an extra Longbeard missing, we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to have like 7 tackle pieces, and we're going to have diving tackle on some. Like I feel like tackle is something we don't necessarily need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going to... Oh, 6, sorry. We're going to end up with 6 tackle pieces. And that is assuming we don't get tackle on the Troll Slayers. So, I feel like we're doing alright for tackle. I feel like it really is a choice between leader and kick-off return. And I think we're going to go leader for now. We'll just take the extra reroll and see how we go. I feel like